The topic that will be discussed today is about a safety and health environment is necessary among workers in Panasonic Malaysia Sedan Berhad. The safety and health environment is a hotly debated topic that often divides opinion. Many businesses disregard workers' safety because they are more concerned with maximizing their profits and productivity. The Health and Safety at Work Act of 1974 is the legislative framework that defines the word health and safety. Thus, the company must match its goals with this law. Panasonic Malaysia Sedan Berhad has joined the list of businesses that have experienced difficulties as a consequence of environmental impacts like the COVID-19 epidemic. Even though Panasonic prioritizes the health and safety of its employees, these unusual incidents are beyond the company's control. Panasonic Malaysia Sedan Berhad confirmed 116 employees in Shah Alam factories were positive for COVID-19 on December 21, 2020 after the company had completed a full screening of about 2,137 workers and employees. Panasonic said in a statement to Bursa Malaysia that the premise will be closed from December 21 to December 23 for disinfection just after the Petaling District Head Office requested. Human Resource Department of Panasonic should indeed make the right judgment and take the appropriate steps to care for all affected employees. Not only that, other than the COVID-19 issue that has already affected Panasonic Malaysia Sedan Berhad workers and employer, the accident in the factory also can be considered as big trouble. Such accident may occur in production machinery as Panasonic use a variety of machine as an input to process as an output, use of electricity and use of hand tools such as power drills, pliers, wire cutter and so on. Thus, smoke, radiation and extreme temperature are some of the usual health risks that might exist in the Panasonic workplace. Therefore, Panasonic Malaysia Sedan Berhad Human Resource Team has a great obligation to collaborate with safety specialists to reduce health hazard to employees.
I will continue the presentation with analysis. In the analysis, I will explain about the factors of the problem in Panasonic Sedan Berhad. The first one is human factor. This is a situation where the accident is attributable to the worker involved. As the COVID-19 is the main problem nowadays, most of the workers had been infected by the virus. There are several possibilities on how the workers get affected by the COVID-19, which are the workers may have ignored the laws and regulations when entering the premises, such as wearing a surgical mask or face shield throughout the facility and removing it appropriately. On top of that, the workers may be failing to practice social distancing while conversing with the co-workers. This action could spread the COVID-19 virus quicker. Lastly, the employees might not go home straight away right after working hours, but instead, they go to the crowded areas or place with confirmed cases and become close contact unintentionally. Next, the technical factor. It is a malfunction or breakdown of a machine is directly to blame. In Panasonic Sedan Berhad factories, machines are vital instruments and the employee depend on these devices to perform their intended purpose safely. The technical failures that have potential to cause accidents include faulty or poorly constructed equipment. This might result in capacitating harm to the workers. As the closure of the factory, the machines that were not in use may develop faults. However, inadequate safety equipment might potentially result in accident. To prevent amputation, bone fractures, cuts and burn, the company must require their employees to wear protective equipment such as helmets, goggles and protective footwear. If the company disregards this obligation for their employees, they endanger lives. Other than that, when machines are not properly maintained, they might develop dangerous flaws that make them risky to utilize. Alright, now we have environmental factors. Some aspects of the working environment contributed to the incident of the preceding circumstance. Natural causes may include natural environment, parts of workplace architectures, and characteristics of machinery or equipment utilized on the job site. However, there are some examples including noisy environment. Noisy may be detrimental to hearing and considerable nuisance. This could lead to the potential of hearing loss. For example, the employee may miss the instruction, resulting in accident. Moreover, Powered hand tools may cause vibration syndrome and vibration from a machine, or incorrect seating may cause aggravate whole back pain. Lastly, defective wires due to fraying will possibly cause burns, electric shocks, or even flames.
Next, we move on to the third part, which is application. It has three parts, which is first one is benefits of vaccinations, second, discipline of SOP, and the last one is schedule for sanitizing purpose. For the first one, which is benefits of vaccinations, it is human resources informing regularly to the employees about the benefits of taking vaccinations. This is actually good for them to control their health care and make an announcement regularly, checking out their own MySejahtera application, and also inform the latest vaccination date to the HR, which it is easier for the HR to reschedule the timetable. Second is discipline of SOP. Human resources strictly take an action for those employees who is disobeying SOP, reducing unhealthy employees. Human resources needed to ensure all workers are well taught about standard operating procedure. Employees are under the company's responsibility. And the third part is schedule for sanitized purpose. Human resources can build a new schedule for sanitizing purposes for all departments. This is to ensure that all departments are stay clean. Sanitize once a month by level departments. Provides hand sanitizer to all employees. Taking care of their hygiene and also decreasing of unhealthy workers. This three application will help a company to achieve their goals because they are taking care of their workers to stay healthy instead of being unhealthy. Because a company needed their workers to succeed in this economy.
Decision making. In order to maintain a safe and healthy workplace, Human Resource Department must make decisions based on the pros and cons from available solutions. The first one is HR informing regularly to the employees about the benefits of taking vaccinations. The pros of the solutions are it could reduce the absence due to the infections by the virus. Also, it can increase productivity as well as decrease employees' healthcare costs. The cons that HR might face include most workers will embrace the chance to get vaccinated, while minority will be hesitant and refuse to receive vaccination. Secondly, HR strictly take an action for those employees who disobeying SOP. The pros of this solution is the workers will be more proactive, disciplined, and alert in everything they do. The cons are the organizations that fail to comply with the necessary rules will face serious repercussions. However, the facilities will be shut down if found to breach the rules. This can affect the profit and also damage the investor's perspective.
The third pros and cons of the available solution is HR can build a new schedule for sanitizing purpose to all departments. The pros will keep the workplace environment free from COVID-19 virus. And second, provide hand sanitizer to all employees, allow workers to feel safe when on duty. The cons, if each department need to be sanitized, the sanitization process will take time and slow down the process of producing output. Okay, for the decision making, after considering the pros and cons of the available solution, human resource management must obligate every employee to get a vaccine that the government has provided. Lastly, the conclusion, the Human Resource Department plays a vital role to employ a good system in managing the workforce to increase the productivity and quality of the company in order to achieve its goals.